fits. Can't have it his way or no way. And then.
All right, Shalom family. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Hey y'all, come on the original Coffee _ 40 channel if y'all can. I think I got a Coffee _ 43. It's supposed to be on the original one. I'm sorry y'all. YouTube, y'all are fine. We're gonna get this together. My bad, y'all. No wonder. I sent everybody a message, but it's on the wrong one. Come over to come over to the original Coffee _ 40 channel. If you can, please. Please, please, please. Thank you.
Kind of calm down a lot. So then he starts worrying. And he starts he's trying to make sure things right, so then he's like, well, we don't need to go. What do you mean? We already paid for this. And he's like, look, the airline tickets were already comped our flight that we didn't take last year. There's no fee for an airline ticket. Our room is our timeshare. We paid for 15 years ago, so there's no fee for that. The only thing we pay for is our food. And we paid $16. I mean, we're just running around here. We ain't doing nothing here like that.
I do a thing. I try to tell a lot of people all the time. I don't know if you know the business, but what you're saying, you hit for 2 and lost and spent 1. You still up 1, and you still getting through that. So I tell people, hey, be happy with what you are.
All right. Trying to get this together. Shalom family, welcome. We're gonna start walking in a little bit.
You can't pick it up. Oh, well, I'm gonna get that back. No, you just gotta
Thank you everybody for being on with us. We're gonna try to get a few minutes and we're gonna start walking. Thank you everybody for being on. Hopefully everybody's doing well. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Thank you for switching. I thought I was on the wrong TikTok channel. TikTok was saying this is Coffee _ 43. Looks like this was Coffee _ 40. So we're getting ready to go for a little walk. We're going to National Mall. Right? You got to see a little bit of it, but we're actually going to look at Washington, D.C. and look at what's going on there. Do a little tour with us if you like. Praise God for you. Thank you for being on again. Giving everybody a couple more minutes to get in, get parked. And those who are coming, if you're not with us at the start, hopefully we can catch you on the way back through. But thank you, everybody. Appreciate you.
I made $50,000 of money on the house. But still.
If you are breathing,
We're going to get started in just a little bit. Come on in. Some of the stuff we talk about in all these live sessions, we're going to be able to find a show too. I see you. How you doing, Jody? How you doing, Darius? Brother Lamar. This is Deborah. If I miss anybody, Cordina. Sorry about the confusion.
I couldn't either.
Get ready to get started in just a bit. For those that are walking over, we are under the tree in front of the Natural History Museum.
yeah, I had to walk in.
You gotta start soon. What you doing, Thomas? I'm muted.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Hey, you know,
Peace, we about to get going.
I gotta be honest.
So I'm just gonna talk to my student, a few more minutes or whatever. You can go behind me. Okay, let's go. It was like 5 minutes. And I was like, he's like the famous.
Gonna get started in just a few.
And I think that's why he's so
We gotta go.
It's out there in here now.
He said he did something like this.
I knew that. Yeah.
Well, I got the casino, one of the casinos. Where it was
Yes.
in and out.
And you know, it's just to stay when I go to get the car in the back seat. And I was like, oh, that wasn't. It affected my memory. Short term memory. So if I leave a glass of water here, I don't talk about it. It's no longer outside. So I have memory problems. And then different perception.
I told him, like, you know, he's like, I just got back to Vegas. He's got back to Vegas.
Yeah.
I said, you already knew.
I'm still here, right? Right. You're grateful for that.
Okay, baby, I love you. I'm so grateful.
Yeah.
You're welcome to go. I'm going to be home by myself. I know what I mean. I'm like, well, I said, I'm going to have Nathaniel come stay with my nephew. He'll be with you for the week. I go, you don't want him to stay? He doesn't have to stay. You can stay by yourself. Like, it's entirely up to you how you want to do this. Oh, no, get off there. You know I don't want to be around myself. So then, or just get on a plane with me and let's go. Like, first class tickets.
That's right.
He doesn't take. Cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's been really quiet. I know that. So we had a little thing with the gamble. Whenever he
Get some zuzus.
whenever
My
we
dad used to
gamble
call
and
it.
get the jackpot, you know, like let's say $2,000
Right.
jackpot, they give him a ticket.
Planet.
And then he saves the ticket. The cash in.
Whatever that used to say, it was bologna sandwiches.
Yeah, this new thing.
We went fishing and if we were lucky to salmon up.
So when you push the button, it already has all your information and it puts the credits on the slot machine. So you keep playing. That's what we went to the casino. We got $100. Yeah, with the MGM, we put in $20 each. So we both put $100. We had to, you know, but I mean, like when we hit that money, last year, I'm not a gambler. Why would you hire them if we need to get out of there? We said that ourselves.
Yeah.
Look at that promise, man. Like, they didn't even get off it, but the angle I had to choose was because I got to off my shoes and grab dinner. Wait, he said, I'll be
Yeah. Yeah. I would just decide.
We're about to get started on the walk. You guys ready?
I was like this, run to the casino, screaming, I was with high knees. Jimmy's like, what are you screaming for? I was like, because he was still machines. What are you screaming for? And I'm like, get up. What? Why are you screaming for, Mary? Like doing that. And I'm like, I poked the sides. And I'm like, get up. And he stood up. I'm like, I just hit him. And he looked at me and he grabbed me and then he got it. But you know what I did? As soon as they paid me, hey guys, bye. I took my money and I went home. I saw come up later on and cash the tickets in and do the thing. I'm not doing it. I didn't do it like that. I didn't do it like that when Jimmy won that money either. They were kind of upset with me in the casino because I had all those coupons. I had tickets. So they had to call everybody and they had to go to the vault and get the money. I don't care where you have to get the money. The house, everything. You already knew the money had to come out because you're just getting the money. You're not getting paid out for it. Go on now. Security. Money. Yeah. Well, she said, yes, I made her pay me in cash. And she said, well, you know, you can do this a whole lot better, a different way next time. I'm like, how's that? She's like, well, when you do this, we just write you a check. Yeah. And you can just deposit into your account. I said, no, because
Right.
I'm paying that.
I
Cash on the house. Yeah. I don't need that money.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not supposed to be walking down this way.
Okay.
Everybody else.
How you live?
Right, which way?
Some of them say that they're supposed to be parking up that way anyway. So.
We're on time. Yeah.
All right, so here we go. We'll go ahead. So we'll We'll make sure that we cross. Yeah, you need to. Minister Moselle, we need to get you. You can cross over here. They got a ramp right there.
Okay.
They're right in front of the building.
We're gonna cross on that side.
Yeah, it will. We'll start. Yeah, or we could. You know what?
Walk down the middle right here.
Yeah, we can stay on the sidewalk right here. We can get on the sidewalk.
Why don't you put that on the back of your chair? They don't hold it, Pastor.
I'm really okay. I'm okay.
Happy.
Yeah, I'm all right. If it gets, I promise. If it gets to be a problem, I'll put it on there. I promise. Yeah. Alrighty. Thank you for your patience, everybody. We're gonna walk together.
He's affected by it. He was watching those games all that time. You see those games? The basketball? Yeah. Playoffs.
All right, so we're gonna flip camera around for you guys to enjoy the version.
That room.
So, as we walk in, you can see the Natural History Museum behind us with the gold dome. Up here, we're dealing with the Natural History Museum, dealing with a lot of different items, different things. Actually, let me flip this around real quick. So, we're going here. I'm gonna start showing you guys some things soon. So, I got two different devices going. Forgive me as I try to go back and forth. We'll make sure this is recorded and put up for you guys on Patreon as well. If you're missing.
I like it.
So,
Jason, we went to go see him play at
as you can see behind me, there's a building behind me right here. Got the gold dome on top. I don't know if you can see the gold dome. Yeah, you can see the dome a little bit from this angle. But so you guys are here. You're at the. Or hold on 1 second, you guys. Hold on 1 second. Sister Snett, you're saying you're here. Are you at the Natural History Museum? Did you pass us? I think they just passed us on the. I think they just passed us over here. Hold on. You guys in front of the building? Make sure we get you over here. I'm right here in the building. Hold on. I might be behind you guys are coming up on you guys. I'm sorry. We passed you. We might have been on opposite sides of the same street. But I'm walking to you. Let's see. Make sure we get you guys. Sorry about that. You're here. You're at the building. You're in front of the building. Where yes, this is Snett and family.
Alors que là, c'est pas le cas.
Oh, you're at the African American Museum. Okay, we're coming up on that then. So we'll see you in a little bit. I thought you guys were saying you're gonna meet us on the way. I said meet us on the way walking down here. My bad. All right, we're walking up to you. Sorry about that. So we'll show you guys that in a little bit too. Then when we get to the George Washington Monument, we'll let everybody see that and everything. Okay. Sorry about the confusion, guys. I want to make sure that everybody in the group is here. So anyway, we're at the Natural History Museum. Natural History Museum has a whole bunch of stuff as far as different things concerning geology, geo, stuff like that. Okay. It's okay. We can keep going up. I think they're at the African American Museum. Okay. So we'll run into them over there. So yeah. So we'll be.
Dad didn't want us to. They put us on opposite teams. He didn't want us to.
So we'll be marching out for some things for you guys to see and everything. And those of you who are meeting up with, we'll make sure we're headed over to the George Washington Memorial. There you'll be able to also see across the way, really on both sides, you'll be able to see the Lincoln Memorial on one side, and you'll be able to see, and if you look at the Lincoln Memorial as far as the reflective pool, you'll see like the same thing that you see like at the Tennessee, for those of you like at the Tennessee Zoo, with the obelisk there and stuff. They have the same setup there. But then you also have the Washington Park with the obelisk over here that we're talking about, and then on the other side of the mall, you have the DC Columbia on top of the Congress building, which is where you get your,
Cut across here, man. I just can use the whole line.
yeah, we can. Or we go around the truck or something. Yeah, she got the power. So yeah, so when we get over there, you'll be able to see what we were talking about, some of the things, whatever.
So you don't
I'll probably stay, I might stay a little longer, or maybe come online from somewhere else another day to where we can see stuff from the international or see the White House. So you guys can see that this all used to be plantations. But for those who might not be aware, it doesn't look like it anymore, obviously. But this is on swampland, right? And so when you're talking about swampland, like DC is all swampland, and DC is literally used to be all a plantation. So if you would look ahead, matter of fact, let me see if I can get their attention up here too. So if we were to keep going, so if we were to keep going like this way, so you guys see. So if you guys see, so we're on, I think this is called Independence or something like that, or we're right across from Independence. But if we were to keep going straight ahead, I'm trying to do this while carrying both of these at the same time, but I guess I'll do it for each device. If we were to go in this area, keep going straight. If we were to go in this area, keep going straight. We would see in that area that you would eventually reach the White House, right? And the White House is the center, basically, of the former plantation, right? Now, all this stuff here that you're looking at, all of this National Mall, museums, different things that you're seeing up here, every single last piece, a lot of persons don't know that not only was it swampland, because you're right on the water and all the swamp and everything, but you also, this was considered to be a plantation. So when George Washington got this, when DC used to be a square, it was initially all, when George Washington got this, it was initially all, it belonged to Virginia and Maryland. He was able to get both Virginia and Maryland, who are heavy with slave trade and slave owners and stuff like that at the time. He was able to get both of them to give up a bunch of their land and sell it. Right, so they still recoup their money, obviously, because you got to make sure that those who lose slaves make money, right? So those who lost slave land and property, they have to still make money, correct? So all of this that you see used to be plantation, used to be swampland, and George Washington obviously was building a house, a manor for the slave master to be in, and all the slaves that worked here, they were under the overseers, all of which were working for the United States of America. A lot of persons don't know that. So all that stuff right here, that was done in different ways. You see Abraham Lincoln on there, he was a slave owner too. All of the presidents, the first 18 presidents, all were slave owners. The first 16, including Lincoln, were slave owners who had to actually own slaves inside of, or how do I say this? He had to own slaves inside of the, in order for you to be the president, you have to be a slave owner, right? You can't have slaves working for you in your house, in your manor, and not be a slave owner, right? So that was basically a lot of the stuff that was going on there with George Washington, other things going on there. So all the presidents that were here were all slave owners, and this started off as an idea to where the capital would be based off of chattel slavery, and eventually now capitalism that still has chattel slavery in the mix. So when you hear all the stuff in here, Washington D.C., all the monuments, all the museums, everything, all of this is former plantation land, right? DC is actually, if you're able-bodied enough, or if you want to exercise enough, if you have it in you enough, you could walk around Washington, D.C. easily within the day, and not even 24 hours. Within the day, you could easily walk around D.C. It's not as big as what a lot of us would automatically think. We could, in fact, walk around it, right? It's a plantation. It's something used to make money. It's something to get all the presidents in line. These presidents have set precedent, and they're still doing the same thing. Now, we're going to speak on not just that today, but even some of the spiritual side of things, right? some of the spiritual side of things is what we're going to speak on as well. So we're going to make it a point to show you some of these things as well. We're actually, I'm going to flip the screen around real quick. We're going to talk about, we'll make sure that show you guys the African American Museum, which is recently built. Right, so, but African American Museum, if you haven't seen it, that's what it looks like from the outside. If you ever have a chance to go in, very interesting. I think there's a lot of other things that should probably be added to it. They're very interesting. Sister Snett.
I see it.
I'm gonna have you jumping off the cliff.
Yeah. Yeah, in DC, they'll get you. So, we have all these different things.
You got a turbo on this thing? Yeah, let's get it.
So here is. So here's the obelisk. And Sister Snett and Gordon. If you guys want to go over there, they're supposed to be somewhere around here. Snett and Gordon and the girls are supposed to be somewhere around here. Yeah, yeah, he's here. They came. They were here at the live session earlier. They've been here.
Okay, cool.
I was just trying
Yeah,
to
I
find.
seen Gordon since Tabernacle.
Yeah, yeah. So let me see, Sister Snett, Brother Gordon, y'all around. We're right here. Where's right here? I don't see. We are right in front. Oh well, we're right where the monument. Are you guys at the monument? Oh, I see you in the blue shirt waving. Okay, I see you. All right, cool. All right, so we're gonna pick up some more. Let's praise God. We're gonna keep picking up as we go. All right. We're gonna pick up as we go. All righty. So yeah, so back to the tour. African American Museum right here. As we cross the street, getting ready to go over to the George Washington Monument real quick.
Oh, top? Is that the one for him? Is that the one he made?
Yeah, I see you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the one that
Hey.
Obama made? Is that for him?
I don't know if they made it,
We
but
got it.
they do it. They just do like little.
Alrighty. So we're coming up on the George Washington Memorial. Not too well. I was gonna say not too long ago. I guess 15 to 20 years ago, there was actually a major earthquake in Washington, D.C., which is a lot to think about. Oh, okay, so Sakita and them too. So,
Yellow's my color. Yellow's my color.
Hi, that's nice to meet you.
so everybody says hello at this door.